Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is the Medium Difficulty Podcast. I'm here with Andrew. He's eating right now, and Sean.
What's up?
He's adorable.
I am. I'm cute as hell.
All right, so we had to
You
actually, we actually had some crazy stuff actually happen this week in games. Uh, First off, jumping right in because we got a lot to talk about. We had the Nintendo Direct finally this week. It's been about 150 days since like the last one aired, something like that. It's like the most we've ever had to wait. And we got some big announcements. First game we had announced first one I have written down here is Mario Maker 2. Either of you guys excited for that at all?
No.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's something I'll definitely download and check out. I never played the first Mario Maker. So definitely a new experience for me that I look forward to looking at.
Yeah, I played the first one. I kind of hit a wall on it after a little bit because it's like you rely on the community for levels. There's no like actual campaign or anything like that.
Kind of like Little Big Planet, but Little Big Planet did have a campaign. But
Yeah, I think they put a campaign in the 3DS version of it, but I never played that one.
The only reason I'm not excited for Mario Maker 2 is because I stink at the original Mario's. So if someone making a level that's even harder is just not my thing.
I did like they put the new themes in it. They put in like the Super Mario World from Super Nintendo style, and they also put in Mario 3D World, which was like the Wii U game, which is interesting because that was like a kind of like a 2D 3D game. So I'll be kind of a little bit interested in how that works out. But yeah, about the same excitement as you guys.
yeah.
Uh, we also had Dragon Quest 11S announced, which I'm excited for because that's probably my game of the year last year, other than God of War. We also had Tetris 99, which is a battle royale Tetris game. I've played it. Have either one of you?
No.
I got my
Yeah.
wife to play it this morning.
Nice. Now, how does she like it?
She plays Tetris a lot. She did not like the fact that other people can mess with you and like add more blocks to your game and all that. So she was trying to figure a way to like kind of stop that. But she made it. I think she finished like 13th.
Not bad.
She got in the top 13. She liked it.
Yeah.
So
It's strangely addictive. I've not gotten first yet. I've gotten second twice.
oh my god.
And the first time I got second, I just luckily got there because I was just stalling for time, just throwing pieces wherever I could.
Yeah.
The last time, I had a little battle with a guy going back and forth, and he was just way better than me. So, but it's good though. It's strangely addictive. I hear they're going to add more modes to it. They need a progression system or something like that. It'd be kind of cool if you could change your pieces, maybe different color schemes or something like that.
That
Right
would be
now,
cool.
yeah, right now it's kind of bare bones, but I mean it's free, so it's
Yeah.
awesome. Nintendo announced we have Smash Brothers 3.0 update coming out, which we have no idea what's in it other than
No info. Yeah.
possibly Joker from Persona. Maybe he'll be put in it by then. I'm not sure.
I hope.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that. That's one of the best. Persona 5 is one of my favorite games ever.
Yeah. The biggest news of the Direct was the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening remake. Definitely has a special place in my heart, the original. Have either one of you guys played Link's Awakening before, or are you going to check this one out?
No, I never played the first one. I probably won't check it out. That's just me.
I dabbled in the original. I'm excited for this because I personally, just me personally, I only have a Switch for the exclusive, like, Nintendo Switch games. So, like, I try to get all the ones that are exclusive to Nintendo that are, like, main titles. So, I'm
I'm
excited.
a little curious on this one because it is originally a Game Boy Color game,
Yes.
which for me was my first Game Boy game I ever got. So that's why
Really?
it was my birthday. I forget how old I was at the time, but yeah, it was like a bundle that you bought at Sam's Club, and it was the purple Game Boy with that game. And
Okay.
I'm interested to see how much it is because those games were only like $30-$40 when they came out.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's going to be like a $20-$30 game, which
I think it's going to be 60. I think no. I could be wrong. I'm going to check real quick, but I think GameStop has it already listed.
While you check that, we had Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice announced, which was really surprising to me because that is now a Microsoft-owned studio, and it's definitely showing Microsoft's and Nintendo's willingness to work together, which is exciting because the other news we got this week was Xbox Live is going to come to Nintendo Switch too in some shape or form.
They said it's more of a bare bones version, not a. Sorry, you guys just froze on me. I don't know if I just.
You froze on me.
You froze on us.
Sorry. This is more of a bare bones version of Xbox Live. Just like achievements and stuff like that, not necessarily the servers and services.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd be interested to see if they had some type of I doubt like achievements, but maybe some type of cross save system where if you got a game on the Switch, you could transfer your saves. If they could integrate that's the biggest thing I'd want out of it. But
now GameStop does not have a list for Zelda yet.
Yeah, I saw some people online were talking about that Zelda can be beaten in like 5 hours apparently, but most of the websites say it takes about 15 if you do it normally and do it properly. So we'll see. I kind of do hope it's not a $60 game. I hope it's around like at least 40, but it definitely I like the style. We also had Final Fantasy 9 and 7 shown off, which we knew was coming. 9 released that night. I have played a little bit of it. It's the PS1 game, just put on the Switch, which is really cool. We had Astral Chain announced, which is really exciting to me because it's by the makers of Bayonetta. It looked like crazy fun. And then the final thing was Daemon X Machina got a demo on the Switch. Sean, have you checked that one out at all?
Yeah, I actually played it.
How do you like it? Because I've only tried like one level, but.
No, it was fun. I mean, I like the flight mechanic. I also like that because it's kind of like weird. Like I played the handheld. I didn't play on my TV. So with the handheld, with the sticks, it's a little weird, kind of like trying to aim. But they have an auto lock feature. That definitely helped me out a lot, especially being new to that type of game. But no, I did like it. I enjoyed it.
I'm definitely interested to see what the heck happens with it.
Yeah.
But so I mean, that was the direct. Did you guys have anything else to add about what happened? I mean, how did you guys? I'll start with Andrew. How did you feel about the direct? Were you happy with it? Did you want more? Like, what were you waiting for?
I wanted to see Pokemon, but they're obviously waiting till E3 for that. And I would have liked to see more about Super Smash, like maybe another like character reveal or something that's coming, because I have the Fighter's Pass, so the only one we know is why can't I
Joker?
Yeah, Joker.
Yeah.
Sorry, thank you.
Sorry.
Joker from Persona 5 in there, so it would be nice to get some more characters soon. But overall, I mean, Nintendo is still killing it.
Yeah, they definitely own the day. Like when the couple days when they announce that that's coming out, it's all anybody can talk about. Sean, what about you?
Not exact same. I mean, I've been a Pokemon fan since I was a kid. I was really hoping to hear any little bit of information about it, and we got nothing. So I was really kind of let down about that. Some saving graces for me were like Daemon X Machina and the Assassin's Creed 3 remake, which I'm definitely excited for coming to Switch. Definitely one of the better games. Yeah. But also same as Andrew. More information on the what fighters are coming with the Fighter Pass for Smash, because definitely one of the best games on the platform right now.
Yeah. I was a little disappointed that we didn't hear anything about that Star Fox racing game.
Yeah, that too. I mean, you were talking about that as also. Yeah.
Is that confirmed to be coming, or is that just rumored?
It's really heavily rumored. People really close to Nintendo, a few of them have all said it's coming out. It was supposed to be announced at E3, but now there's rumors that it may have gotten canceled. Speaking of canceled, there was actually another rumor I just read this morning. I forget where it was from, but it said Nintendo is reviving a once thought dead game, one that people thought was completely canceled. It was dead in the ground. Nintendo's remaking it, and they're going to announce it soon. Or not remaking it, but they're picking up the pieces. So there's a lot of rumors spreading around about what this game could be.
Star Wars 1313.
That's what came to my mind.
I'm kidding.
I doubt that, but there was people talking about, because they have such a good relationship with the guys who make Bayonetta. What the heck is their name? But the guys pretty much Scalebound that got canceled for the Xbox One.
Yeah.
There's rumors it could be that.
Scalebound on Switch?
That would be really cool.
Boy.
Yeah.
So that's
no. When Scalebound was announced, I know me and Jim, because we're both off E3 week.
Yes.
I know that was like, oh shit, like Scalebound, and then they fucking canceled that shit.
Mm-hmm. But all right, well, actually, that's a good transition. Speaking of E3 and something that was announced around that time, even before that.
PlayStation's still not coming to E3. Oh.
Bro.
Yeah. You just wait. PlayStation 5. But so speaking of E3, Xbox announcements, Crackdown 3 finally came out this week, and it has not come out to good reviews. I have played it thanks to Game Pass, because I don't know if I would have spent the $60 on it normally. But I will start this off with some good things I can say about it. And I'm actually enjoying the game. I don't hate it at all. It is 4K on Xbox One X, a hard 4K, 60 frames a second. If there are any drops, I really haven't ran into that many yet. I mean, maybe when you get into some ridiculous gunfights with explosions and stuff like that, but for the most part, it runs smooth as butter. Like I said, gameplay is really fun. They got some interesting level mechanics, leveling up mechanics, I should say. So I don't know if you guys heard anything about like how you level up in the game, but you pretty much level up by doing things over and over. So you'll level up your guns by shooting. So your guns will get more powerful in the game just by your own level. So it's like you can use the same gun over and over, but eventually the damage will just keep getting higher and higher on it. Mm-hmm. You level up your driving skill, which is just driving your car, doing like stunts in it, taking it off of jumps. Hitting people with your car levels it up too. You level up your agility by, they'll have like these little green orbs on top of buildings and places. And the one thing the game does really well is platforming. You can jump all around the city, and it'll kind of give you like platform challenges. So like if you get those orbs, you'll increase your jump height, your speed, everything else like that. You also get abilities where, I don't know if it was the agility one that does this or strength, which is the next one, but you can like jump off of buildings and then just hold in the punch button, and you'll just fly down from the building and just decimate everybody underneath of you. And then you have, as I said, strength, which is just by punching people in the face, you level up your strength, and then explosives, which is again using grenades, rocket launchers, stuff like that on people.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool because it's like they let you go anywhere you want in the city, but the way they keep you out of certain parts is just by putting more guys there. So it's like they kind of have a set path of where you're supposed to go. It's like, I guess it's almost kind of like a Grand Theft Auto thing. And that's kind of the downside too, is the main story on this is terrible.
Yeah.
That's what they said the game's released after its time. It would have been like a hot seller like 7 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, like have either one of you guys played the Lord of the Ring games that just came out? Like there's Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know how like you have like the bosses in that where you'll go after, and it's randomly generated for Lord of the Rings, but it'll have like this guy leads this tribe, take him out, this guy leads this tribe, and then you kind of work your way up to the higher ranked generals. they have the same scenario in Crackdown, but instead each general kind of does like one's like factory, one is transit, one is something else. So it's like you'll do those missions, like you'll take over their spots, kind of like a la like Assassin's Creed, where you go in and you take over a base, and then it gets you closer to that boss to take them down, and then you have a boss fight.
Yeah.
But there's no guideline to the story of like how you're supposed to approach it. It's just you go in there, you take it down, and then maybe you get a cut screen that like kind of gives you their backstory a little bit. But that's it. It's just there's no actual missions you take. It's just go around. It's a sandbox city. Go do what you want. Which it honestly feels kind of lazy, but like I said, it's fun though. Like it's not been repetitive yet for me, but I can definitely see it getting there because I've only played for maybe like 3 hours or so far.
Yeah, see, now I don't have, Xbox One, so I haven't been able to play Crackdown 3, but I played the first 2 Crackdowns, and the way you described it, it literally just sounds like 1 and 2 rehashed the exact same. It just sounds like it hasn't changed a bit.
That's my point with what people were saying with it's like way past its time. Like if it came out when they were coming out, then it would have been a highly reviewed game, but now that's not what people are really looking for in a video game.
No.
It is really weird though, because it does feel like a game that was rushed, even though this thing took like 8 years to come out or something.
So long.
I did dabble a little bit with the multiplayer today. I actually really enjoy the multiplayer, although they need to add a lot more, which they said they're going to do. Hope they do like they did with Sea of Thieves. Because, like, I mean, when me and Andrew were playing Sea of Thieves when that first came out, there was, like, not much to do. Like, we were done after, like, 2 days.
Except lock Andrew in the brig.
Yeah, and set him down below.
So, speaking of Crackdown, I know we were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
I just wanted to, give a special shout-out to them.
Oh, yeah.
So, Phil Spencer, who head of Xbox, tweeted out today or yesterday saying, I'm playing a lot of Crackdown 3 and having a lot of fun. An emotional moment for me was when I got to pick my agent and saw our past teammate, I might butcher his name, so I apologize, Mike Forgy, memorialized in the game. Such a touching moment that he wanted to see happen. Needless to say, Mike is my agent of choice. So they immortalized this guy in the game by making one of the agents you can choose to be that guy that passed away between the time they were making it to when it came out. So I just think that's a cool thing. So whether people are trashing Crackdown 3 or not, it's cool to take time out to see that they did that for somebody that passed away that was special to them.
Yeah. No, it's definitely really cool.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, though, like, everybody on my friends list, like, I've actually got, like, 4 people on my friends list playing it, and all 4 of them are on there constantly playing it, and they've got racked up more hours than me. So, like, I think there is, like, a diehard audience that is enjoying it because,
yeah,
like I said, I'm having fun. It is co-op, so I definitely want to try that out, too. The co-op is actually kind of interesting because of this different generation with the X and the S consoles and the older Xboxes. They actually base whoever the lower spec Xbox console is to, like, the game will meet that because, like, the X can handle more cars on screen and more guys. So you can actually get, like, an easier experience if, like, you got somebody with a lower end machine, so you don't have as many guys on screen at the same time.
It's a little weird.
Yeah. Definitely pretty interesting how they got around it.
Yeah.
I will say that reminded me, I didn't have this in my notes. The cars in this game have no remorse. They don't stop for you at all. I've been in so many gunfights, and the thing that kills me is a car driving down the road that just takes me out, like, every time.
I love that stuff. It's a great comedy moment in games.
So good. Terry Crews is in the game. What we kind of feared is right. They kind of, I think, threw him in the game to
marketing, baby.
Yeah, marketing. Yeah. Maybe get an extra point or two with his humor. But he's like, I've been playing as him. I haven't tried out that Mike guy because, I mean, it's Terry Crews. I'm not going to pick Terry Crews.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love Terry Crews?
Yeah. But he doesn't have that many lines, and a lot of them are repeated so far. There, like I said, there hasn't been any like full motion cut screens except for like the very beginning. And I mean, like I love the beginning of the game. It was, it had its comedy bits. It was funny, but that was it. I haven't really heard him say much else since that. I've really just
Yeah.
heard there's like this narrator that talks to you, but he repeats the same line. And there's this other girl that's like, she like revives you in the beginning of the game. Other than that, I'm just hearing them two talk. All right. And Andrew mentioned the developer multiplayer. He said it just needs that progression system. I recommend trying it out if you got Game Pass. I would not buy this for $60 though. Definitely wait. Hopefully they add more content to it like they did with Sea of Thieves.
Which I feel like that's the common theme with Game Pass. All the exclusives they've so far released for Game Pass, I wouldn't have paid $60 for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Although they just came out with, I mean, it wasn't day one, but the Tomb Raider game, the Shadow of the Tomb Raider or whatever, that brand new one.
Which is a great game.
It really, I'm really surprised on how good that is. Definitely recommend trying that out. So, like I said, I did want to try co-op on Crackdown, but Andrew left me to go play our next game on the list. And I blame Sean for this because Sean got the addiction. Apex Legends.
It bit me, yo.
Mm-hmm. Now, I want to start off here with Andrew because Andrew on our last podcast was like, I'm still a Fortnite guy.
He was a hater.
This is what I'll say. Before the last podcast, I hadn't played with a full squad. Between last podcast and this one, I have played plenty of times with a full squad. Now, I absolutely love Apex. I think it's great. I think it's absolutely different from any other Battle Royale I played, and that's what makes it great. But I'm still a Fortnite guy. But Apex is something that I thoroughly enjoy. I'm happy that it got released. And on top of Apex, Titanfall 2, their numbers in the game shot up due to it. So
I did see that, yeah.
It's helping out a lot of, from that perspective. And Respawn deserves it. Respawn put out a hell of a game.
I will say Titanfall's numbers did help because they had a sale on the game this weekend, and it was $4.50 to buy it. But still, really good that they're still making money on it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been on sale since it was, probably like a month after release.
Yeah, it was.
True story.
Yeah. But Sean, you've been playing it a lot. You're still loving it?
Yes. Yeah, actually, I was not too long ago. I was just playing with my brother. We played for probably like 3 hours ish. Mm-hmm. We got 3 wins and just loving it, dude. We can't get enough.
Have you unlocked the 2 characters yet that are not accessible? You have. Now, how are they compared to the other guys? Because I have not tried.
So Mirage is good. He's not good for a team comp, like the team composition. He's good for kind of just solo play. I mean, he can kind of help you because you could toss out decoys with him. That's his special ability. His passive is when he gets knocked. A different like a decoy will go out acting like it's like hurt, and then while you're invisible you can kind of like back away to your teammate and he can revive you while this guy's like trying to focus down on the decoy. His ultimate is pretty weak to me. It's just 4 of him pop up and they kind of just stay still framed, so it doesn't really do much. I mean, you do go invisible and you can kind of get out of there, but it seems like a waste of an ultimate to me. As for Caustic, who is the other character, I don't know if it's just I'm not good at him, but he's probably the worst, hands down, the worst character in the game. I could see before during play testing of this game, maybe he was OP because his main power is like a noxious gas. So like his passive is he could see through his gas clouds, and he could place traps. He could place traps with his L1. Which are good for like putting in small rooms. If people are looting, they'll walk in, they'll get hit, they'll get gassed, HP will drop. But his ultimate is just a gas grenade, and it's so weak. It's it's not worth picking him. I could see like if he was in playtesting and then you throw out a gas grenade, you're like losing like 10 things of health like a second. Like I could see that like
Yeah.
being useful. They probably nerfed him. They shouldn't have. Yeah, I mean, I definitely would go for Mirage over Caustic if you're looking to get either one of those two guys. But I mean, if you're a completionist, get both like me.
That's disappointing to me because actually I was more interested in Caustic because I like the damage over time, because usually in like online shooters that's kind of what I go for, is like maybe laying down a grenade or like some type of trap for a person.
Yeah, well, no, now don't get me wrong. It's good for like smoke cover.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you throw it in a crowd of enemies, they're gonna just get damaged over time, but they can just back right out of it, and then it's
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not a KO.
Yeah. Now you can't put like 7 of them down at a time though, can't you? Or
The traps I only put down. The most I ever put down in one shot was 3. I never tried them for more.
Okay.
But yeah.
Definitely interesting. That's it. I mean, do you have anything else to add, Andrew? Like,
No, I mean, like I said, my mind's definitely been changed, and I thoroughly enjoyed playing it.
mm-hmm. No, it's. I'm not a big battle royale person, but as I said, I've been playing with you guys a little bit. Like last weekend, I've been playing the other games this week, but I definitely enjoy it. Like I really like Respawn's shooting mechanics and stuff like that. I just suck at battle royale games though in particular. I thought it was just online shooters, but when I played Crackdown 3's multiplayer, I destroyed in it. So, all right. But other than that, moving on to the next game, one I was just playing earlier, and Andrew was watching me, which he loves watching me.
Whoa, what?
I was not planning on buying this game this week. It kind of fell into my lap, a little bit of a sale thanks to the Best Buy Gamer Pass, but they got rid of that, so I can't really pitch that anymore. But Metro Exodus. I want to start.
Question: when's your Gamers Club thing expire?
I don't know. I thought it was supposed to expire by now, and it's one of those things. I looked it up. I was just like, I saw the good reviews it was getting. I actually wanted Jump Force. I thought that looked way cooler. I wanted to play that, and then the reviews on that have just been like worse than Crackdown.
They've been so bad.
I heard it's fun for like the first 2 hours, like Crackdown, and then it just gets boring.
I think it's a game that they rushed. I think they wanted to get another fighting game out there.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping it drops in price. I may pick it up for like maybe like $20 or something like that once they get like some of the bugs worked out and maybe the balancing done.
That's like all the anime characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And the thing that almost sold me on that, because I was more interested in the Dragon Ball Z characters and like the Death Note character I was interested in. And then like last week or whatever, they said like the Yu-Gi-Oh is going to be in there. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I want to see that. But the reviews have just, turned me off on it.
Yeah.
But Metro Exodus, I am really, really surprised with, because I wasn't a gigantic fan of the first two. I played them. I wasn't that great at them. So I went into this one kind of similar how Andrew went into Resident Evil, which is, I'm glad that, he tried it, but I played on easy because I just played Resident Evil. I'm still playing Resident Evil because of the DLC missions. And Metro Exodus is on its base difficulty more difficult. You have to scrounge for ammo. You got to craft it. It's a lot more of an intense game. And I was kind of looking more towards a shooter. So when I went in there, the difficulty settings were like, the base normal. And then I went with the step down one, which was like, it's pretty much all the same except they give you more ammo. So I went for that one because, like I said, the other ones, I had a problem with the shooting mechanic in it. I couldn't just, for some reason, I just couldn't line up my shots in it and stuff like that. So I may actually switch it to normal because I'm going through pretty easily on this right now. But have either one of you guys played the Metro games? The first two?
No, I never touched either one of them. I know they've been on sale a lot, and I've thought about it. I just never got around to playing them, but I've heard nothing but good things.
Yeah, I dabbled in the first two. I couldn't really get into them, but I'm very excited to try the third one. It looks insane.
Yeah, I'm not lost about what's going on at all. in it because, like I said, I never beat the first two, but like I kind of knew what was going on. This one's story, I mean, it could be a continuation. I'm not really sure, but I've been able to follow everything so far. It's, pretty much nuclear wars broken out. There's mutated creatures everywhere. And in this one, you find out that pretty much they blocked you guys off from the rest of the world. They put up signal jammers so you couldn't get radio transmissions. So I guess throughout the other Metro games, you thought you were the only survivors of like this nuclear war, but it turns out there's tons of people everywhere.
Wow.
So you, like, this all in the first hour, you hijack a train, and the story of this one is like you're taking the train, throughout Russia and finding other people who are alive and stuff like that. So it's definitely interesting. It is by far the prettiest 4K game I've ever played. I was showing it to Andrew. I put up a live stream just so he could see how insanely gorgeous this game is. So definitely recommend it if you want something pretty to show off like your 4K TV if you got one. Gameplay is very well polished, feels good. This is a really weird thing. The voice acting in this, I can't decide if it's good or terrible, because the game has I know it's like set in Russia, so I'm not sure if it's like a Russian game and the translation is kind of lost here, but people talk over top of each other constantly in this game. One person will be telling you a mission and somebody else will just start coming in and talking to you, which at first I thought was a bug, but then there are some scenes where it's like you do have to listen to two people talk to you at the same time. But it's really weird. A lot of characters will go on very, very long tangents about things. This one guy just saved me like out of a river. He pulled me out of a river, and then he starts talking about everything, about fishing and like what he had for lunch. And I'm like, do I walk away from this guy? Like, is there something going to happen? So it's definitely an interesting voice audio on this one. Other than that, that's pretty much all I got to say about it. I definitely recommend it. That's it. Do you guys have any questions about that one?
Nah, I mean, like I said, game looks incredible.
Story sounds interesting to me. I definitely would like to check it out, so maybe I will.
Yeah. I even at $60, I can definitely recommend it if you want like a good shooter. Definitely good. All right, so we're kind of at like a little bit of halftime of our podcast right now. We've, I think, talked about all the games pretty much that we've played this week. Did you guys play anything else that I didn't put on here you want to talk about?
I'd like to say shout out to Fortnite for trying to get people back, and free battle pass if you complete 13 challenges. I think that's awesome.
You think they're shaking in their boots a little bit?
I don't know if they're shaking. I just think that they needed to try something else, which they had their big update, and they took a lot of stuff out and the stuff that people complained about. So they're trying to get people back. It's just more of there's more of a variety now, and people love Apex. So
yeah, man,
they're just gonna. I mean, Fortnite's never gonna quote unquote die, but they're definitely losing numbers.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you make a battle pass free, I mean that's where you're getting a lot of your revenue, man.
Well, I mean, you got to work for it, but that gets you to play.
Yeah.
I know it's working. I know I've heard a couple people say they were going to jump into Apex, and then when Fortnite announced that, they were like, "Oh, let me swing in there and do that mission at least first, that way my battle pass is free." All right. So for our halftime here, I talked about this with you guys beforehand. We're not really I'm not into making this podcast for money or anything like that right now. Because I guess 50 of our viewers, which is probably is about us each about 15 times.
Make sure you subscribe on YouTube too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to try to get this to more places. Right now we are on Spotify and YouTube, trying to get it on iTunes, but I don't know. I'm stupid with that. But we actually have our first sponsor of the podcast.
Sponsor, right?
Yeah. It's actually somebody close to me, but we're sponsored by Jim's Repair Service. He is in the South Jersey area. If you have any appliances or heating and air conditioning that need fixed, give him a call. You can find him on Google, and I'll put his information in the YouTube description. And just mention that you heard about it here, so he continues to sponsor us. And if you guys want to sponsor us too, just send us an email at mediumdifficultypodcast@gmail.com. And definitely be glad to have you. And we're going to start hopefully bumping up our sponsorships on the show and advertising. So if we get too annoying, I'm sorry. Just tell me. All right. So yeah. I mean, I got to pay $15 a month to Zoom video broadcasting, which actually is totally worth it. I've tried so many other ones this weekend. And they're just all garbage.
Like Skype?
Oh my God. Yeah, I saw that. I was just like Googled. I was like, can you record on Skype? And they're like, yeah, sure. And I go on there and I'm like, wait, can you do multiple people? And it's like, you need Skype for Business for that. And then Skype for Business is the same thing. It's like a pay.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
another big business expense that we have is $5 a month to Spite of Stags on Twitch.
yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Do that, or if you link your Amazon and Twitch accounts, you get one free subscription.
Shameless plug.
This was like the halfway point of our show. It's just going to be the shameless plug thing. Whatever you want, let's just do it. All right, but
What's your favorite streamer?
yeah. Hey, whatever gets us from stop working and we can just play video games all day, I'm all for.
Hey, that'd be amazing.
That'd be so good. All right, so we're getting into news. First thing that Andrew brought up to me this week, which at first I didn't know where he was going with it, but then I thought about it, and it actually does make a lot of sense. You had an Xbox pre-order.
Correct.
Yeah, I'll let you tell it because I don't know how to really describe it here.
So I pre-ordered. I always buy my games digitally.
Mm-hmm.
So I pre-ordered the Division 2 specifically to play the private beta last weekend or 2 weekends ago. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But so I went to go buy a one of the limited edition skins in Fortnite, and I go to my account and it still says I have $106 in it. I'm like, I didn't add anything, so like I was curious as to why. So I went on my Microsoft account, and now supposedly if you pre-order a game on Xbox, a digital game, it won't remove the money from your account or charge you until the pre-order actually does come out, which is pretty cool because I played the Division 2 beta and I didn't really like it. It was more or less the same game, just in Washington, D.C., not New York. Mm-hmm. So I canceled the pre-order and I saved my $106. So that's something that I think is really cool. You didn't used to be able to do that. You used to just take it right away and then you owned it for forever. So I am very happy that they decided to do that. I'm guessing that it's universally through, but I don't know. This is the only one I've digitally pre-ordered. So
yeah, if that stays, that's definitely good. That's definitely a consumer-friendly approach.
Yes.
Because then, yeah, it gets you to pre-order it, but like GameStop and the other places where it's like, you know what, I'm going to roll my pre-order to something else instead. Yeah. That's definitely good.
Yeah, like I bought the gold edition, so I mean, I just saved $106 from a game that I probably wasn't going to play as much as I had originally thought.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I definitely like it. I mean, keep an eye on that in case like anything changes in the weeks to come. But like, I didn't hear any news about them changing that policy. They could have put it in a news update, and it just got overshadowed by something else, or hell, I just forgot about it. All right, but speaking of money and stuff like that, Activision. So it's like a two-parter because we haven't done this podcast in like 2 weeks. And I'm not sure if this happened before our last podcast, but Activision and Bungie officially split. And Bungie took pretty much all the rights to Destiny. And then
Big hype.
Mm-hmm. And then Activision has record numbers last quarter. They said that, Destiny 2 did disappoint. They had some disappointments, but they still had their best year or quarter, whatever, in the company history. and then they turned around and fired about 800 people.
It's such a shame, man.
Never want to see someone lose their job.
Yeah.
Now, apparently, they did fire not game designers, but more people in like marketing and like the website technology stuff. And they said with the firings, they're going to actually, I think they said like double the amount of people that they're going to hire for game development because they want to make more games. Which I mean is good and bad, but I mean,
Yeah.
800
It's
people.
more of let's fire these people that are making all this money to hire cheaper people to do the same job, which from a business perspective makes sense, but it's still a shitty part of the industry.
Yeah, it's really weird to me because it's like the people they fired were the marketing and stuff like that, and you could definitely tell. Like, I'm surprised they actually had a very lucrative year because they haven't put out any games. Like, Activision owns Blizzard. Blizzard is Overwatch and like StarCraft 2 and Diablo 3, which we haven't gotten a new game of them in like 2-3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Destiny 2 is underperforming. I mean, I guess their real saving thing was Call of Duty. I mean, Call of Duty probably saved them. But, I mean, they definitely need new games coming out. They need to do something because Overwatch apparently is not pulling in the same numbers like it used to.
Well, you have a lot of new things out now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely a lot of things that take attention away from Overwatch.
Yeah, I mean, and even like Apex Legends, like took the hero classes that like Overwatch did and put it into its game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just weird to me because, I mean, Overwatch was so gigantic when it first launched, and they haven't done anything to the game really since. Like there was like all those rumors about, we were going to get like story, like a single player mode. They've had a couple different missions and stuff like that here and there where you play cooperatively, but nothing that stays around. It's always pretty much the same generic modes. They maybe add a new character every couple months and, not much else. But yeah, I mean, other than that, did you guys have any other news you want to talk about like that happened this week? That's all I got for news.
No, nothing really. Like, yeah, I mean, we basically covered everything.
I mean, we could talk about Apex hitting 25 mil.
That's right too.
Sure.
Fastest game to ever hit 25 mil, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm. Now, like we talked about this on the episode of Maximum Damage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you still think it's going to continue? Do you think they're gonna?
Yeah, I don't see any slowing the hype yet. I mean, it's been what two full weeks now. I think Monday it'll be 3 full weeks. The game will be out, I think. But definitely, hype train's still rolling, baby.
Mm-hmm. Now, definitely for we'll see, because I mean that's EA, and next week is Anthem is coming out.
Yes.
Are either one of you planning on getting Anthem at all? You're gonna?
Yeah, no, Andrew's not.
Actually, the funny thing is that was a lot. That's kind of a lie because I was gonna get it with the Target had a buy 2 get 1 free, and Anthem was included. But I ended up not doing that deal because MLB The Show doesn't have doesn't really announce anything yet, so I ended up not doing it. But
I'm not that I buy MLB The Show, but I'm boycotting them this year for them trolling the Philly fans.
Oh, dude, yeah, what was it, like 2 weeks ago? That was brutal.
Yeah.
But it might happen tomorrow from a lot of whispers that I'm hearing. So
I hope.
maybe we'll have a game cover tomorrow.
I will cry.
It'll be him and Machado on it, both wearing Phillies uniforms.
Right? That'd be cool.
Don't tease me.
Andrew, can we back up? I wanna hear more about the Division 2. I don't think you talked about that yet.
No. So,
Yeah.
So basically, that's it. The best way I could put it is that it's more of the same game as Division 1, which Division 1 I really enjoyed. The problem is I was looking for upgrades. I know Jim knows from playing with me. Sometimes when you go to kill a boss or something, it literally took rounds upon rounds upon rounds to kill somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't change that. It's still the same thing. The aim's still iffy. And the stories aren't really any different. It's basically you're doing the same stuff you were doing in the first one, just now you're in Washington D.C., not New York. And I'm not trying to play the same game again. No, now it's only the beta, so maybe that'll change.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not for me. It's not worth the $100 that I was going to pay for it.
Let's see, when does that come out? March 15th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometime. No,
Wait,
I think
Anthem.
No.
Division.
Division.
Yeah. What am I going to say? Anthem.
Yeah.
There's a
Anthem.
commercial for Anthem on TV right now. Yeah, March 15th.
That one for me is the same as kind of like Anthem. I'm going to wait on reviews on it. And I really didn't enjoy the Anthem beta all that much, but I'm kind of leaning towards I may give them the benefit of the doubt, but because I really want to like Anthem, so and the same with Division 2. But
now another thing did any of you guys see the new Xbox controller coming out, the Sport Red Special Edition?
No.
Yeah,
it kind of looks like the white one they came out with a couple months ago, but it looks completely sexy. Like, as a controller, it's probably one of the sexiest controllers I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Just special shout out to the design team at Xbox. Like,
he's got to get his Xbox.
Absolutely.
More shameless plugs.
It's just absolutely like it's just a flawless controller. It looks so like it's $70 well spent. Like that controller looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I was playing a little bit of another game this week called Reverie, which is a mixture of like Earthbound and Legend of Zelda.
Okay.
It's pretty good. I don't really have any like thoughts on it so far. I'm doing I got night routes all this week, so I'm gonna have some spare time in between my 2 shifts of work. So I'll be definitely playing a lot of Switch this week.
All right.
So, are you guys planning on playing anything in particular this week, or just more Apex Legends? You're gonna
definitely more Apex for me. Definitely going to.
Definitely, Sean's playing Apex.
Yeah, there's no doubt on that. There's no doubt about that. No, but I'm going to try. I actually started today. I started the one of the DLCs for Resident Evil 2. I did the Unnamed Soldier.
Okay.
So I started that. I haven't made it completely through. No, but I like it. Yeah, go ahead, Jim.
I was gonna say I was gonna start that too. I tried with the gun shop owner, but it was different than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, it's kind of like more like a, get out of here quick kind of. When I started the Unnamed Soldier, it was kind of like it's almost like the Hunk thing. It starts you off like down like in a little area, and you got to fight your way through. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you because I didn't see it with mine, did you run into like more ammo on the floor or anything like that?
No. So what happens is there's straight up zombies wearing backpacks. Now when you shoot the zombies and you drop, if you shoot their knees out or you headshot them, kill them, they're going to drop their backpacks. And in their backpacks, like the first backpack I got had gunpowder in it and a knife. So it's, I guess, randomized items that you just kind of hope you kind of get good things and you can make your way through. But dude, you chew through because you have a submachine gun with the Unnamed Soldier. Oh, yeah. But I chewed through ammo so quick, I died like immediately.
Nah, I like the same thing kind of happened when I went into it. I didn't know it was going to be the Fourth Survivor. That's what the other mode is called.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to be like that. I thought it was just going to be like a little story. And then when it threw me in there, I was like, oh, I'm not ready for this right now.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that the zombies had backpacks and they got ammo on them because I didn't want another Fourth Survivor type thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this one starts off, it has a little bit of a story. So it's it just shows still frames of like when Ada's like about to fall and Leon has her and then she drops the sample. So it's like still pictures of that like happening. And then you see the sample on the ground and the soldier kind of bursts through the door and you see him pick it up and then that's where it begins. So it's like him retrieving the sample, you know what I mean? And then you got to make it out.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's more of like a what if scenario is what they described it to be as.
That's cool. And I
Yeah.
know the other one is the mayor's daughter.
Yeah, so I had no idea that this was even a person in game, but the woman who's on the table in the police chief's house, that's the mayor's daughter. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, spoilers if you don't. That I think was the scariest part of the whole game is the police chiefs when you're playing as Sherry Birkin.
It's so creepy.
And he is chasing you through that house. That's the only thing that gave me, I think, panic attacks.
Sherry.
But yeah, I'm definitely going to play that this week too.
Yeah.
Want to do that. All right, so upcoming games. We talked about Anthem coming out next week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's pretty much it. I'll probably not going to do a normal podcast next week. If anything, we'll have another bite-sized one. We'll do something. A week after that, Andrew's favorite, we got the Lego Movie 2 video game coming out.
I actually used to really enjoy the Lego.
Yeah, a lot of the Lego games I like.
Lego Harry Potter.
I actually own both Lego Harry Potters.
I bought the collection on PlayStation like a month ago and was playing again.
Yeah, dude. Don't sleep on Lego Star Wars. Yeah, that was the OG.
Oh, this is true.
The
I used
other
to play it on 3DS.
What was the other Lego? Oh, Lego City. I don't know. Jerry, either one of you guys play that on Switch or Xbox?
I heard it. Yeah, I heard of it. I never tried it out though.
You told me it's like GTA, but with Lego.
It really is, and that's the thing because like the Lego games always have that like same formula where it's just like rebuild this to go up to the next level and stuff like that. But this one, yeah, it was just Grand Theft Auto Legos, and I loved it. So
can you imagine like
that's funny
going into like a little Lego strip club, little brick butt in your face, a little Lego brick butt.
It's called the Brick Club, bro.
The brick club.
But that week too, it's March.
Off.
No.
It just totally derailed the podcast. Whatever momentum we have is just gone. We just got demonetized by YouTube.
Yeah. This video is not making it on
We weren't making money on this anyway.
When Spider Stag said, "Get your blocks off," what we found out.
I just totally forgot what I was gonna. Thanks, Andrew.
You're going down the list of the games coming out.
Okay. Okay. Same week, as getting your blocks off is Dead or Alive 6, which I'm actually excited for. Either one of you guys play the Dead or Alive games at all?
I've never played one ever in my life.
Nah, I've been more of an Injustice or Mortal Kombat kind of guy.
I picked up I think it was Dead or Alive.
Is it a fighting game?
Yes.
I don't even know what it is. So.
Yeah.
So it's one of those weird games where it's kind of, you don't usually want to admit it in public you play it because there's the Dead or Alive beach volleyball games too.
Yeah, buddy.
Which
wait, maybe I know what this is.
Yeah.
I might have gotten my block off.
He's got no.
I know what you're actually talking about now.
Bet.
But the fighting games are actually good fighting games. I had it for Xbox 360, like when the Xbox 360 first came out. It was one of my first games for it, and it was a fun arcade one. I remember playing it like with friends in my living room and stuff like that. So I'm kind of excited for 6. I'm excited to see where they're going with it. But apparently in Japan, it had to get changed because it had jiggling gel, which made things more jiggly.
Nice.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. All right, and then the week after that, we got Devil May Cry 5, which I'm excited for, and Kirby's Epic Yarn. Now, there's other games too, but I'm just keep them out. And then we got Division 2 the week after that. And March 18th to the 24th is Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Are either one of you guys planning on playing that one? Because I suck at them.
Until it was like it's made by the same people that do Dark Souls.
Yes.
Yeah. So no. I'm never gonna beat that game.
No. Yeah, probably never play it.
So, I mean, Andrew, you said you're canceling your you canceled your Division 2 pre-order.
Yes.
What game are you looking forward to coming out? Or is there anything in the future that you're like, that's the next?
The Bryce Harper signs with the Phillies tomorrow. It's going to be MLB The Show.
Same here.
Okay.
The next game that I'm really looking forward to, well, Yoshi's Crafted World. Now that I know it's a side scroller, I'm going to play the crap out of that because I love Mario and side scrollers and that whole thing. But after that, I was looking into it more today because I'm going to pre-order it. Days Gone. I cannot wait for that. Now that I looked way more into it, that game, I can't wait. It's gonna hold me over. There you go. I said it.
Ooh, get your blocks off.
PlayStation game. Ooh. Yeah, that's coming up soon too. That's April 26th. It's gonna come fast. And Yoshi's Crafted World. I mentioned it with this Nintendo Direct. There's a demo of that up on the Switch right now, so you can try it out. Which I did. It's pretty fun. I played it in handheld mode, and it looked really nice in handheld mode. I'm interested to see it on the TV, see if it holds up. All right. Oh, you know what? I didn't know that. Assassin's Creed 3, the remaster. I thought that was out already on PS4 and Xbox One, but it's March 29th. Yeah.
Now, is that the same for Switch as well, or no? Do you know?
I think so. Hold on, let me see. Oh, no, maybe not.
No, I don't know if this counts as like an upcoming title because we don't officially have a release date yet, but I'm also looking forward to Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That one looked better in the Direct than it did at, was it E3 or the game trailers or the game show awards?
Yeah, I think it was E3.
I'm all about the Marvel games. Any Marvel game. Which, by the way, are we ever gonna get a? It was like an Avengers game or whatever the heck it was.
It might be Ultimate Alliance 3. I feel like.
No. This was by who the heck?
Square Enix.
Yeah, Square Enix was producing a. Well, I forget. It just showed the Avengers symbol. That's literally all we got, and it was like E3 2 years ago, and we haven't heard anything about it since.
They said, "Nah, fam. Kingdom Hearts 4 confirmed."
Can I rant for a second here too?
Yeah,
Kingdom Hearts 3, man, I just can't get back into.
Oh.
The gameplay's so much fun, but I cannot sit through another cutscene right now. I gotta let it breathe a little bit and then go back.
It's hefty, dude. It's like a movie.
It's like a teenage drama movie where they just talk about their heart.
And it's cringy.
It's really
sometimes I'm sitting there, I'm like, why'd you say that? It's so weird.
No, I know I said I love the game, but talk about cringy. It's about teenage drama. Persona 5.
Yes.
Teenage drama.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, you got no idea compared to Kingdom Hearts, though. And it's like, my heart hurts. Why? I have two people living inside of it.
There's two people in my heart.
I know he's in there. He's inside of me.
The power of friendship will bring me back. Like, it's like crazy stuff.
Yeah.
The power of Christ compels you.
Oof.
I wish that would make more sense. All right, so I guess we'll wrap it up before we go on another tangent here. I'll go to each one of you guys. If you guys have anything last to say, Andrew, you got anything to?
No. If anything, I'm probably gonna jump into Persona 5 again.
There we go.
There you go.
Get back into that. But yeah, I mean, until some more games come out, it's gonna be a heavy dose of Apex with Sean and his brother. Shout out to Matt. And Fortnite and probably again Persona. I kind of want to play that again now.
Sean?
No, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching and, listening to us. We kind of just do this for fun, and it's awesome that some people are actually watching us.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Skittles the cat.
Yeah.
Oh. Without Skittles, this would not be possible.
This would not be possible without Skittles. All right. # Skittles.
Hashtag the actual Skittles sponsor us.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great.
I'll sit here and pour a bag in my mouth. I'll do it.
Marsh on it.
And I got nothing else to add. If any other sponsors want to,
Mountain Dew.
But that's it. But thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully we do another one next week. I'm not committing to anything. I did want to do that F this, I'm spoiling it. Maybe we'll do it on Resident Evil, maybe Kingdom Hearts if we actually get around to playing it.
Yeah, hopefully.
But definitely.
Or Red Dead.
I'm not committing to Red Dead right now.
Tuberculosis.
I'm the only one.
He
just said F this, I'm spoiling it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. This has been the Medium Difficulty Podcast. Until next time.
Hit the sub.